J-Moore, the very best reviews. Tell them none can contest, we gon'
What's good, everybody? Welcome to the first reaction for the finale for season 2 of BMF. And man, did they go out with a banger, an excellent episode, an excellent finale to a great season. We saw a lot happen, a lot go down with that show. If you all are watching, I don't know if it's coming through this way or not, but I'm having some lagging computer issues. I was trying to get all this stuff squared away before we got started, but it didn't seem to happen that way, unfortunately. So hopefully it doesn't affect too much of what's going on tonight. Oh, brother, let's see. Try to get this thing set up. All right. But yeah, man, BMF, excellent. And then of course tonight most of us have watched the season 3 premiere for Power Book 2 Ghost. Now, I watched BMF first, and then I watched Power. And I wish I would have watched it probably opposite, Power first and then BMF, because watching the two shows back to back, I could tell the difference. And I will say that I think BMF is a better show than Power Book 2. And Tariq St. Patrick couldn't survive a day in the BMF world. A day. I mean, what's up with him stabbing old boy with the butter knife? And then what? How the hell they get out of there? How they get out of that high class hotel with this dude, this rich white dude, 3 black dudes, 2 black dudes, and a white boy wannabe? How they get this dude out of there? They just killed him. And then what? How they cover that up? And then he just went to class like it wasn't. I mean, this show. Oh man. Oh man. Power Book 2. I don't even want to. I'm not even gonna talk about that tonight. I'm only gonna talk about BMF. That's what I'm gonna talk about. Because if I start talking about Power Book 2 tonight, I don't even want to do it. I don't even want to do it to him. All right. Because Tariq St. Patrick. All right, let me get to this. So, of course, in BMF, which this is another thing that they messed up with BMF. This is the only real mess up that I got with BMF so far with the show. And it proved me wrong with my theory. And a lot of times I like to be wrong on some theories. Surprise me. But in this one, I do not want to be wrong with this theory. And it is the theory that Kevin, and of course, everybody said Kevin would use the gun to shoot the bully. It was so obvious. They set it up. So I said, and everybody that's been watching my channel and watching my videos, and no, I can't break it down like I used to. I've been so busy with so much going on. I can't make the little 10 quick videos, 10-minute videos so everybody can see so quick and obvious what my theory was. But those that know and watch, y'all know. I said, I don't think that he will shoot him because they showed Coach Cop, you know what I'm saying, Detective Lip, in the very first episode on the case for 20 years. So I said, how in the world could his son use the gun of a murder suspect and he stole the gun and still be on the job for 20 years? And his son and all that. I like, man, that don't make sense. He would have lost his job. So what? They got a hell of a union, police union. I mean, what? He just told him to go home. He wasn't in trouble. He didn't get arrested or nothing for having this gun. And they talking about, I don't know, man. Y'all let me know. Am I overthinking it or what? I'm about to start reading the comments in a second. Shout out to everybody that's up this early for this first reaction. Appreciate each and every one of y'all because there's so many other things you could be doing. And I appreciate you coming through and spreading love and supporting me and the channel. And hey, I'm happy to be here talking with y'all, chatting with y'all. We gonna break it on down. All right, I see we got a little troll or something in here for a second. Let me go ahead and get that up out of here. All right. So, anyway, what in the world? What the hell was that? See my computer lagging over here. All right. So, let's see. I'm trying to get this damn comment. See, my mouse isn't working right. And now I'm using this damn touchpad. What in the world? All right. Are y'all still able to hear me? All right. Let me know, are y'all able to still hear? Because it looks like my computer's lagging really bad over here. So I don't get it. All right. Encouraging Warrior said, please make it make sense, Jay. That's what I'm talking about, sis. I do not know how this dude stayed on the job so long. Hold on, man. What is going on with this computer tonight, man? I might just have to read y'all comments. I ain't gonna be able to put them up on the screen tonight. I'm over here lagging, got too much going on. Oh man, this computer is what in the world? I need to clear it up. All right, I'm good. All right, appreciate you, Cheryl. Karen, what's up, Karen? All right, I ain't gonna be able to. My computer, I don't know what's going on with this computer. It's freezing. It's lagging. Pants are sagging. All right. Anyway, I'm gonna read the comments tonight. I ain't gonna be able to put none up on the screen. But anyway, all right. So we gotta make it make sense. I'm gonna read these comments. Athletic Mind, this is a great one right here. That B Mickey scene at the end made me mad. Huge misunderstanding between him and Meech. I agree 100%, and it made me mad also for a different reason, though. It made me mad in the sense that, yeah, it is a huge misunderstanding, and I hate when people don't communicate, and they don't. It's always in movies and TV when somebody trying to get something out and they be like, nope, don't even say it, and we all know it was something important and they never do it. That's the typical movie TV scene. But I gotta tell you, nope, get out, don't even say it, just leave. And they was like, but and everybody be like, just say it anyway. But so I saw that and I was like, okay, whatever. But what I was upset about was that Meech has normally been excellent with how he deals with people. And I've learned in life that sometimes, even when you having a bad breakup with a relationship, whether it's a guy, a female, whatever, it's a way to do it and it's a way not to do it. And the way he did it, you dead to me, get out, da 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 da. You lucky you ain't laying with your mama and Kato and this and that. I mean, he created an enemy. Like the way that Meech dealt with B. Mickey could go straight to the detective lip and spill the beans. So I don't know, man. I think he should have dealt with him differently so that he don't create an enemy. And I can see in season 3 him creating a lot of problems for Terry, since Terry gonna stay in Detroit. So I don't know. I think that was messed up. But season 3 was pretty good. I mean, season 2 was pretty good. Better than season 1. Definitely. Now Queen Brielle say he crushed B. Mickey Hart. Exactly. You can't crush nobody like that, because when you crush somebody like that, it could turn into anger and resentment unless you completely crush their mind too, which is what they did to Lamar. They let him get powdered up, and I knew, and I'm pretty sure everybody knew this. It's not like I was saying something special, but I knew that Donnell Rollins was going to have enough of Lamar pushing him around. This episode, he literally pushed him around, pushed him down to the ground, pushing him around, bullying him, punking him. I mean, broke his TV, made him get rid of the girl body. I mean, so I already knew he was going to set him up. I thought he was going to tell the cops. And then I did think he was going to tell Meech towards later, but I didn't think Meech would kill him. Or try to kill him. I thought Meech would send some people to try to kill him, since that's what he's done before. So I was surprised to see when he was standing there with the gun to his head. But instead of putting one through his head, they just cracked his head. Bump. They just cracked his head, man. And now Lamar, crackhead. They turn him and let him be a crackhead. Damn. Now, stop shouting. I'm napping said Meech left all the heat on Terry. Yeah, but Meech, he went by himself to Atlanta, and Atlanta wasn't necessarily cool. It was hot from day one. He talking about, at least I know I ain't gonna die. He almost got blasted with the shotty. What? Fat Mac came through. I'm here, bitch. Blues. All you can eat, motherfucker. Blow. I got some. 2 scoops. Blue. What? They had Monique and stuff come through like a little gangster. I told your ways. I mean, it was kind of corny, but the overall scene of him coming back for revenge, he could have got the tip that Meech was in town, or he was there, or he came there, or something. He was already pissed at Goldie, and she already kind of checked him, which is the same thing I tell what I was saying earlier, telling everyone it's about how you deal with people, even when it's a negative situation. You know, I actually saw this video of these neighbors arguing over shoveling snow, and the man and the wife was saying all this stuff to the guy and saying, you ain't this, you ain't that, and what you do, this, that, or whatever. And the guy ended up, after having enough, went in the house, came back out, shot him, shot her right then and there in the street. And they like, why? And he was like, you should have kept your mouth shut. So sometimes it's about how much you say and how far you go. And they definitely was going it a little too much right there. Somebody said, I'll whoop your head, boy. I'll whoop your head, boy. I forgot the rest of the lyrics. 50 Cent. So I don't know. But he came through, and normally That would have been great that Meech helped Goldie and got that, bond. But as we see, that dude wasn't nobody to play with. I had to sip on a little Wakanda water. So now Meech gonna stay in Atlanta by himself. It's hot. They got Remy Raines in the crew. Done peep Meech, and he by himself. Meech gonna have to talk his way out of death up in there. Make them dudes part of his crew. Which in season 3, mark my words, don't be surprised if Remy Raines and them boys end up being part of Meech crew in Atlanta. That's the way Meech work. He'd rather bring them in than have an enemy. And, hey, it's worked for him this far. But that would be messed up since they the ones that took out his boy. And now you working with him and being cool, and they the ones that killed your boy. But, it is what it is. So, man, one thing in this finale is that Mom Dukes was trying to look good, wasn't she? But she say, I'm ready for a divorce. Charles sitting there ready to try to make it work and make it last forever. He said, I can't imagine life without you, baby. And all she had was one tear for his ass. It was a long one, but just one. It ran down the opposite side. That way he couldn't get a good look at it. Damn. What'd he say, R. Kelly? When a woman's fed up. Hey, say what you want. He was right on that one, wasn't he? She's had enough. There's nothing that old Charlie could do, even though they done got him a new guitar. He still can't pluck her strings no more. He is not playing that tune. All right? And, it just ain't looking too good. He walked in, turn around. I'm not dressed. Damn. I can't look at them little long titties no more. Shit. Let me look at them long yellow titties. Shit. I love them. Bring it here. I done seen them for 30 years, girl. What is you talking about? Them stretch marks, each one of them stretch marks I named them. Like the streets, that I named them right there. That's a cul-de-sac because it go all the way around and come back around the booty. That's cul-de-sac way. That's Charlie's home. That's where I live, baby. Yeah. She don't even want him to see. Don't look at my bosoms. Charlie ain't getting no love. Damn, baby. Ah. You checked out my unmentionables, Charles. Charles Flannery Sr. You know you ain't getting no love when you get the whole name. You checked out my unmentionables, Mr. Charles Flannery Sr. Excuse me. Damn. I don't know how she thinks she's going to live without him. To be honest, she work at Wendy's. She can't pay the bills now. How could she live without him? Am I missing something? Please, I don't understand. Maybe I don't know. I don't know a lot. Put a 1W if you think she could live on her own with that Wendy's check. Put a 2W if this ain't adding up. Something ain't making sense. So she's tripping on not having money, and they struggling all this time with Charles and her. And we know Charles ain't been painting them dry ass walls that long. He ain't spent no money on her. He ain't did nothing but wax that ass and take his ass home for some missionary on the side. That's it. So how she gonna live on her own and with I don't know how much. How could they still be paying for that house? I don't get it. So she gonna work at Wendy's and leave her husband and live on her own. She gonna get a new man, and he gonna what? Get some of that missionary, and then say, "Oh snap! You know what? I'm gonna pay all the bills and bring you in. I know you about 40 and work at Wendy's, but I don't care. I want this and these kids. This got people wanting to kill you. It's okay." Like, I don't know, man. Maybe I'm tripping. I see we got a few 2Ws. What up, B? My girl B Hillette in the building. What's up, girl? How you doing? Glad to see you. Queen Brielle said Meech is gonna be taking care of her. That's the only thing that makes sense. But we've seen in these first 2 seasons, she can't take none of the devil's money. It's got the devil's dandruff on it. I can't touch that. Now give me that burger with fries. I mean, that's got poison too. I mean, if you look at it, wherever you look, you doing something. Okay, yeah, you ain't selling drugs. You just selling addictive fast food that's killing people with diabetes and heart disease and making everybody fat. What you gonna say? But they choose it. Ain't that what people say when they sell drugs? I don't sell drugs. Drugs sell they self. I needed some more water because they sold it to me. I don't sell water. Water sells itself. Anyway. I don't know, man. If she take Meech money, it all makes sense. Or Terry's money, then everything makes sense. But if she don't, then this don't make no damn sense at all. Speaking of what don't make no damn sense, why would Terry bring Markisha to that party? I thought, I'm gonna tell you something. My mom, God bless her soul, I love her to death. She's one of the, man, something else, man. And she got a tongue. My mama tell you some things, boy, and not wait. But Miss Flannery, oh no, she ain't playing. She's not playing. When Markisha walked up, like, oh, ain't you a little long in the tooth to be with my boy? What? Talk about, oh, you got a baby. Oh, you got this your woman. And you got a woman that's already walking around pregnant with your baby. What? Damn, mama. Mama was straight on what you call his side. Damn. I mean, yeah, he was wrong. He was wrong for bringing her there, and that was going to be their first introduction, especially since he knew that was going to be like a family event and it was going to be so many other people there. I mean, you should have brought that at a smaller function, maybe, or brought that in a person, brought her and introduced her to the family where it was just small and intimate at their house, maybe, or just her and the mama, so that at least that wouldn't have happened with that conversation. But then the double whammy, and then she going back and forth with his baby mama and all that. I mean, that was crazy. And then he running into, wasn't that DC Young Fly? Whoever, he a comedian. What's that comedian name? Who was that they saw that ended up shooting him at the end? Which, I mean, these are the luckiest men in the world. And even though they did do a lot of time in jail, they should be dead. If this is real and that shot this many times or shot at and survived, I mean, wow. At this close a range, they are amazing. That's amazing. Terry got shot damn near point blank right between the eyes, and all he got is a crooked eye and got some money for that. What? Meech got shot damn near at point blank range, a car away, and all he got was he ain't really had nothing lasting injuries for the most part. I mean, I'm pretty sure it hurt when it rained or something like that. But he made it through that. Later in life, he got shot in the ass. But and now Terry and Markisha did this shootout. I don't know. Maybe that picture of Markisha in episode 1 on the counter is because she died and he remembered her and loved her all that time, and she died right there. I'm thinking that's what's gonna happen, is that Markisha died, and the reason that picture was there in the first episode of season 2 is he remembered what the love they could have had. I'm guessing. I know they say that the real Markisha, or the woman he's supposedly with, they still together, so I don't know. We'll see. But bringing her there, knowing that his baby mama, Wanda, and all them will be there, mama, and this will be their first time meeting her, that was dumb. And then bumping into the dudes, I mean, it's just one thing after another. So anyway, excellent episode overall, though, man. I really like this show. It had a lot of things that I like about it, aspects. Of course, me being a car guy, I like seeing that LS400 Lexus that Meech is driving. That car was way ahead of its time when it came out. And so that was a bad ride. I mean, that was damn near one of the best cars you can have on the road at the time. So a lot of people may not know because it's kind of old now and it may not pop off the screen. But that Lexus that Meech is driving is a bad ride. It's actually one of the best cars ever made, ever. That Lexus LS400, the engine, everything, that's one of the best cars ever made, ever. And if you even look on this YouTube channel, I don't know who it is or whatever, but I'm pretty sure it'll pop up. This one guy drove that Lexus LS400, that model, 1,000,000 miles. So if you put in like 1,000,000-mile Lexus, I'm sure it'll come up. I mean, he did like oil changes and stuff, but the same engine. So I don't know how many people drive 1,000,000 miles, let alone the same engine, but just to show that's one of the best cars ever made. But not only that, it was a dope ass ride and looked amazing at its time. Now, of course, now it looked kind of boxy or whatever. So him rolling down there in that car and going to Atlanta, a lot of people may not have realized it, but he was on top of the world going down there. Now, no, he wasn't a rich superstar, but he was rolling good and he had his chain, his little money, and all of this and that. So we'll see how it happens. When you have a really good car like that, the gift the gab, and a little bit of money, it can go a long way. You'd be surprised. So him in Atlanta about to make these moves, it's going to be a big difference. And the one thing that they set up for us to watch out for, and I can't remember the guy's name offhand. It's so early, it's late. But she said, don't ever let dude find out that you helped me get rid of Fat Mac, or else he'll skin you alive pretty much. So we'll be introduced to that guy next season, I'm pretty sure. And Meech will be trying to make sure he don't find out nothing about Goldie. And they wrote pretty much Goldie off the show, in the sense, Monique, because of what happened. And she got to get out of town. And it was sad. Her sister said, I ain't about to be on the run. I'm damn near dead now anyway. Just pull the plug. Let's get this over with, which was real sad to see. And Meech was there with her. And I'm pretty sure that they really going to end up. I don't think that Monique is actually written off the show. I take that back. I think that we will see her and Meech form like a partnership or a bond. She may be gone from Atlanta for a while, but I'm pretty sure he'll reconnect with her again, and we'll see how it go. Now, I'm going to cut this review a little short. But before I do, I still want to talk about K9 and Detective Lip. And then I'm going to do the Moorescore. All right. So we saw K9 get popped. And he like, man, you just got one witness. And I'm a G. And then next thing you know, they done brought her in his behind. And she done spilled all the beans, you know what I'm saying? Like she was at a campfire and said, I done told him where your bad spot is and everything. And testifying and this and that, told them where you buried the bodies. Literally, she knew where the bodies was buried. K9 is done. But they was like, we'll give you a deal if you get us in on all your distributors. And I knew once they said that, he ain't going to snitch on Meech. Because that's, man, if you are dealing with a real person, and you are straight up and real with them, they will always respect and appreciate that. You know, when people are straight up with me and deal with me straight up, I know I always appreciate and respect it. And I like to hope that when I'm dealing with most people, although this doesn't happen all the time, that they do the same. And so, you know, it's just, I just knew because how Meech, for one, saved his life. Didn't bitch out and hide and run. He came and talked to him like a man. They was able to, you know, have a meeting of the minds and things and whatever. Man, why would you do him wrong? Just like when he was starting to snitch, he was like, man, that bitch over there, such and such, is fat ass or whatever the case. But, you know, when you did nothing but right by him, and of course, it don't always work that way because, you know, you may be doing right by somebody that ain't a good person. But definitely that saved his ass. Shout out to Everett Sims. He said, a good, reliable luxury car. Thanks, Toyota. Hey, it is. Toyota make Lexus, for those that didn't know, just like Nissan makes Infiniti and Honda makes Acura. To be honest, the best luxury car, if you really want the best luxury car for your money, I might say it's a Lexus. I almost bought a Lexus 2 different times. And so, you know, I didn't buy a Lexus, but I almost did. Lexus is a great car company. So you can't go wrong. They got a few things, but I ain't gonna make this a car video. Anyway, so Detective Lip, Jen and Juice said, fork you, man. I was only here because of Kevin, but I'm done with you. You know, Meech had him dead to rights. Hey, look, we already know what's up. We already know what you on. You need to bring that gun. Had him surrounded in a 211. And when he was doing that, it made me think like him and B. Mickey was cool. But we saw how that played out. Rush to judgment. But anyway, then I had another thought that he was gonna take B Mickey with him to Atlanta. But Coach Cop, he looking for that damn gun, can't find it. And we later see, of course, because Kevin got his ass whooped earlier. Somehow he was able to run home, get the gun, and come back. I mean, we don't know how far it is, so I can't say that wasn't impossible or possible. But he blasted dude. Damn, Kevin. Kevin was like, I'm the bruiser. Blam! Blammo! Zap! No, he came back with the gun. Zap! Pow! Zap! I got a super chat from that girl. What's up, that girl? She said, Jay, this was a great setup for next season. Hey, what are you sipping on? I'm sipping on gin and juice. Thank you so much, sis, for the super chat. My damn computer's messing up right now, so I can't really put nothing up on the screen. But I definitely appreciate you. And I do think this was a good setup for next season. And I'm definitely looking forward to the next season of BMF. This season 3 of Power, the start of this, that's a whole nother story. I mean, the butter knife assassin, that right there. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. So anyway, I'm be nice. But this show, I like it. It's pretty good. It has its moments now and then, but not consistently. And that's the good thing. You want to be able to watch a show and not be like, man, what? So it don't have a lot of those moments. This episode did a little bit. But it wasn't too bad. Overall, this show is I enjoyed this season. Let me ask you all this. How many of you all think that Charles and Lucille will be getting back together in season 3? Put a C1 if Charles is gonna be able to talk his way back into them draws missionary style, or put a C2 if everything is over. Like she say, you are dead to me. I know the women are gonna have the best answers. I know us men are gonna all think it's a chance. And of course, we would hope it is a chance. Charles said, hey, everything out in the open, it's a fresh start for us now. No more lies. She said, you're right, it is a fresh start without each other. So I don't know. I think she better rethink that, because he working Cadillac. He gonna be tricking off. She gonna be what? You want some fries with that, daddy? Oh, I don't know. So, but when a woman's fed up, it's over. It ain't nothing they can think about. Just like in Your Honor, she say, every time I see you, I see that you killed my son, pretty much. You gave him that bike, so it's over. He should have been did something about that. But anyway, we got T Wayne, Ty Wayne Wheat. What up? I appreciate it. Let's see, Ramon Hope. Then Detective Lip get a new safe. How Kevin get to that gun? That's a good one too. I thought the same damn thing. I'm glad you brought that up, Ramon. When I saw that, I'm like, man, how he get into the Lip safe? Did the Lip leave a key? Because he did use a key for a safe instead of a code. So I was thinking, did he leave a key around or something? But why would you leave a key around if you gonna put it in there and lock it up? Just only to leave a key around to be found. I don't know. That would be kind of like defeating the purpose. So I don't know what the Lip done did. He done followed the Lip instead of followed the drip. Follow the Lip. Follow the Lip. Follow the Lip. Found his stash spot. and went on a damn Dirty Larry shooting spree. And all them cops is there, and they sitting there scared of him, didn't approach him. Dad, can I go home now? Hey, nutcase, you just killed a kid. What the hell wrong with you? You really think this is a comic? What would your bruiser do if he just blew a kid's brains out? He would go home. Yeah, and then he'd have a warrant for his arrest. And the lip always gets his man. What the hell? Can I go home, Dad? Here, I bought you something to draw. Here, we draw together. This is the first time he actually gave a damn about his drawing and sat there with him. Too bad he behind the bars now. So, I don't know. Let me get to some of these comments just over here. I see a lot of C2s. B said it was a new safe. Hold on. It was a new safe. It was said on the last episode. That's what I thought. You say somebody say Lucille changing her looks for Charles in their opinion. I think so too. But it's to make him jealous though, not to make him want her no more. It's to make him want her, but you can't have me now. Before I made you want me so that I can give me to you. Now I want you to want me so that you know you can't have me, child. See all this good little missionary ready to go and do her little missionary things. I was ready to open it up like the Red Sea, straight up the middle. That's it, right up the middle, one way only. No U-turns. You don't turn around and get it in the back. You go one way only, and that was going to be for you. That was the driveway. It was a one-car garage. Because there's only one hole that gets used. It ain't a two-car garage. You don't get to put two things and do that. No. This is the Lord's home. Okay? I let you park in there with your big old Cadillac. But now that you've been parking it in Mabel's, you had a Cadillac, then you worked at Fleetwood. You had to park it in Mabel's garage. That parking spot wasn't for her. That was for me. I told her, girl, you know I share anything of mine anytime. Mabel had to look at her like, oh, goop. She should have hit her back with, you girl, you just told me I can share anything of yours anytime. You tripping. Boom. Got hit with that frying pan. Bitch. Hey, what's the daughter name? Come here. Help me get this big bitch up out my house. Drag her ass. Straight up. You borrow anything of mine. I just borrowed a little bit of sausage. I just need a little man meat. That's it. I just needed to feel better about my husband. It's just like a little counseling, a little sugar, borrow some sugar. I just borrowed some brown sugar. That's all, baby. That's all. So, I don't know. It's funny when she said to Mabel, he been over there patching up your dry ass walls. You the one with the dry walls. You supposed to let him get moist. He wouldn't have went over there. So, better turn the sprinkler on out there and water that grass. Let it get drip, drip. So, Mabel was go ahead and back that thing up. She threw it on the wall like she was getting frisked. Go ahead, Charles. Give it to me. Charles' tongue was wagging like a little puppy dog. Give me that kiss. You can't even look at me. Pulled them bazoombas out. Come here, baby. She shook them. She had them little tassels on her nipples, like the old burlesque shows. She started shaking them. Get the little tassel started twisting around. Charles was like, I ain't never seen nothing like that. You putting on the show. Anyway, Charles World done got crushed, but he happy with the kids now. Hey man, I understand what it be like to be a fuck up, man. Pass me some ribs. Yeah, man. Hey, y'all boys ain't too bad now. I understand. I got off my high horse. And that horse was high, but I fell in the mud. And I'm glad y'all was there to pick me up. I appreciate it. I'm not getting on the soapbox no more to get on the high horse. That's all right. I'm going to stay here in the mud like y'all. Oh, a guitar. Oh, yeah. I'm about to go ahead and play this up in church, baby. I already got a little young to the right. Anyway. I'm wondering when the hell he gonna move out. Why he's still there? Where he sleeping at? On the couch? Man, it's over. They ain't gonna be together season 3. I ain't mean no harm. Roses blossom. Missionary Charles, Ramon Hope. All right, y'all. Let me go ahead and wrap this up. My damn computer is frozen. I appreciate everybody for sticking through this first reaction with my computer lagging and messing up. And you know, I was gonna do power after this, but I'm a wait on power because power power is something else. And Tawik St. Patrick ain't nowhere near smarter or better than James St. Patrick. He ain't better than Ghost in no way, shape, or form. And anybody, I don't see how you could think that if you do think that. What the hell has he done? What? Course correct app? So I don't see how he did anything to think he even better than Ghost at all, close to it at all, anything. Like Ghost came from the bottom, literally. This boy was born at the top and working his way to the bottom like an idiot. Anyway, let's go ahead and do this Moorescore. All right. Now, for those that's new, the Moorescore is my rating system that I use. Is 4 simple categories, 25 points each, and give you a total of 100. You could always drop a decimal to get a score of 1 to 10, and always give a 5-point margin leeway in either direction. And so let's get into it. Visuals, cinematography, the way that the show is shot, the angles, the camera, of course, use top-notch cameras as always, and they shoot it to look like it's in the 80s, early 90s on purpose, which always looks good. They always use unique angles and things to show the movie, but I mean the TV show, but nothing too different this episode. I mean, we saw Goldie and Meech walk up and blast dude, and a couple of scenes where they had the cameras kind of unique with that. But overall, I would give it, out of a 25, I will give it a 22. Not the greatest, but pretty good for this. Now we'll say storyline and plot, very good on how they advance in the story. We got to see Meech and Atlanta and what's going down there, how they are branching off and how they kind of started BMF, what happened with B Mickey. I like this last episode, and I'm gonna give it a my first reaction off of this episode, I'll give it a solid 23. I almost want to give it a 24 for that storyline. It has some plot holes and flaws in it, but they covered a lot in 1 hour. A lot. So I'll give it to them. Special effects, makeup, costumes, not too much of a special effects show. The costumes are always on point. We did see Kev blast the little dude, at least see him laying there with ketchup on his shirt. But overall, not too much. I'm going to give it a 20. And then last but not least, the most important category, entertainment and the fun factor. Did you have a good time watching it? Did you enjoy it? Man, I did. It had a couple moments. Little Jen and Juice, she done broke up with the lip until he put that lip on her back again in season 3. But overall, I enjoyed it. Wasn't the most enjoyment I've ever had watching something, but I will give it a solid 23, which will bring it to a total rating Moorescore of a 88. And I'll round it up to a 90. Okay. And I'll give it a 90 as a finale, which is a 9 out of a 10 on a scale of 1 to 10. I always give a 0.5 margin. So if you think it was a 9.5, I can see your case for that. And if you think it was an 8.5, I can see the case for that. Anywhere in between there, I'm with you. I'm at a 9, right in the middle. Other than that, I don't see it being the greatest as a 10, and it's definitely not just an average show episode. It was pretty good. I enjoyed it. So you let me know what's your Moorescore. What would you rate it? Hashtag Moorescore, and tell me what would you rate it. And you could put hashtag Moorescore just like it says on the screen under my name. All right. And I'm interested to see what you guys rated this finale. I think it was very good. I think that this BMF show is very good. This season 2 of BMF, they did a very good job. I wasn't expecting it to be better than season 1, and it actually was. I was thinking it to kind of be on a similar pace. And Lala came through with some whoo-wee. I wish I was a young actor named Da Vinci. But hey, Lala got them. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I think it was a really good job by everybody in this BMF, and I'm happy for everybody on the show, and I'm looking forward to season 3. I'm interested, where does everybody else rate this episode? And also, what's your Moorescore for season 2 overall? I would give season 2 of BMF. I would say season 2 of BMF is like it's not a 8. It's not a 9. I would say I would give it a 88. It's better than an 8.5. It's not a 9. I'd give it like a 88. It's real close to a 9 for season 2 of BMF. 87. I wouldn't go any lower than 85 for BMF season 2. So what would you rate season 2 of BMF? I'm interested. I'm getting ready to head up out of here. My dang on computer, I don't know what has happened. But we made it, and that's all that matters. Like they say, the show must go on. I appreciate everybody for coming through this early in the morning for this first reaction of this double whammy that we had with the premiere of Power as well as BMF finale. I will be doing Power first reaction this Friday, which is later today at 10 p.m. So look for it at 10, and I will be live breaking down Power. So come on through this Friday at 10, and I'll talk about Book 2 Ghost Season 3 and what I thought about that. One thing I will say is I love me some Mary J, but man, I don't know. This show is very interesting. There's so many questions I had. It's like almost every other scene I watched, I was like, why? What is this? Why? What is this? Why? What is Anyway, I'll see y'all on the next one. Everybody have a good night. Deuces. I'm out.